Ooh, folks, first video games of the day spotted right down here. This is the kind of booth that I really like to find. A bunch of stuff just like randomly thrown into a huge bin. This is where you're likely to find the deals right here. It's like we got Knack here, a bunch of retro stuff too, which is cool to see. Ooh, this is like a $20 Wii game. I wonder what they actually had on this. Normally I don't love disc-only stuff. Ooh, dang, this thing is roached. Folks, I'm here at the Lexington Comic-Con today looking for underpriced video games to flip. The last couple times that I went to this convention in other years, I wasn't able to find anything because most of the video games were overpriced. But folks, on this channel, we believe that opportunity is everywhere. So here I am back today looking to at least get $80 worth of expected profit in video game finds if I can, because that's how much I had to pay to get in here. This game, for example, it looks like I could get $20 for on Amazon after fees. It's not priced, so I'm curious what they actually have on this. Excuse me. Do you know what the price was on that?
Hang on, let me ask my husband.
No problem.
I see enough little digits on 2K.
Okay.
That's me.
Oh my God, my husband's gonna see that.
Are you serious? That's amazing. You've seen the channel?
Yeah, but we mostly watch your editor's channel, Pixel Game Squad.
I could tell when she kind of did a double take at me that maybe she recognized me. Gosh, I love having that experiences at places like these. While we're waiting on the husband to get here, I actually saw one other thing that caught my eye a little bit. Okay, $30 on House of the Dead Overkill here. Ooh, and that back there is something I don't see very much either. Look at that, Chocobo's Dungeon for 20. I'm gonna have to look the price up on that as well. Yeah, much better condition on that disc too. Okay, so I was wrong about this. That's only $9 after fees, so we'll put that one back. And House of the Dead I would have made like $4 profit on, so maybe if they negotiate a little bit, we could do that. Normally I don't mess a ton with these loose games, but I don't know, if the price is right, sometimes people just want to get rid of them. And if that's the case, like, you know, maybe. Here's a stack of a Mortal Kombat. Ooh, that's interesting. Arc Rise. Oh, this one's 55 though, so this isn't like a clearance stack or anything. I'll probably leave these behind. Yeah, I'd be happy to take a look if you've got other stuff back there.
Yeah,
thanks.
Get those out, yeah.
Appreciate it.
I've also got an SP in there. I know you can't see it, but...
An SP?
Yeah, right there.
Okay. Do you know, what did you have on that for the price? Do you know?
I was asking 100 on it, but you can look at it.
Okay. Looks like it might be a little bit more worn than I usually look for, but I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Thanks. All right, disc in solid shape there. I think we'll put this on the buy pile at 22. Did you know what price you had on that? I didn't see a sticker.
Well, it looks like I'm only seeing about 17, but I don't know what you'd need to be at.
Okay. What would you say to 15 and 25?
Yeah, that's good.
Is that reasonable?
Yeah.
Cool, I appreciate that. Thank you. All right, so folks, my new vendor friend Ivan is taking me right now to another vendor booth that he said may be open in negotiation as well and has some video game stuff. Picked up these two games for a total of $40, which starts us off with an estimated like maybe $14 profit or so. So we're getting the ball rolling slowly but surely. Yeah, this is my kind of place. Ooh, they got Switch and everything. All right, so folks, we've got a really solid variety, it looks like. Oh wow, this is sealed. Are all these games sealed up here? Folks, the economy today is unpredictable at best. Nobody knows what the future might hold, so to keep your business safe during uncertain times, it's best to be able to save money wherever possible without cutting corners, which is where this video's sponsor, ShipStation, comes into play. Now folks, Spanky and I have been shipping a ton recently. Our Switch cases have been selling like crazy, and as you can see behind me, we just bought about 300 amiibos. Now, say we're paying $5 a piece to ship these amiibos. If we were able to cut shipping costs by just 5%, we would save $75 this week alone. Folks, as Gold Mario would tell you, when it comes to saving money, every little bit helps. ShipStation gives you access to discounts of up to 84% off from UPS and USPS, and you can manage every order from one simple-to-use dashboard. When you lower shipping costs and make returns easy, your customers stay happy while you save money. Folks, worry less about the bottom line when you save money with ShipStation. Go to shipstation.com/PhoenixResale to sign up for your 60-day free trial. That's shipstation.com/PhoenixResale. No, that's just an outer layer. It's like there's a bunch of, this one is sealed. That's crazy. Really solid variety here, but a lot of this more obscure stuff won't sell super well for me on Amazon, and that's mostly what I'm looking for today. Oniken and Dallas, oh man, tons of high dollar Switch stuff too. Ooh, folks, here's some, I'm seeing some more popular GBA stuff in this little bin right here. Demi Kids not so much, but look at this, Kirby Nightmare in Dreamland, a little bit of wear, but okay, at 27, I can definitely work with that. This one looks pretty good too, classic NES Zelda. Yeah, we'll put it on the stack. Mario 3. There is definitely some schmutz on these, so I'm a little bit leery. Might pass on that one. Ooh, that's an expensive one. Okay, 40 it looks like. That's a maybe. What's this here? Golden Sun is a good one, 42. We'll put that on the stack. Other Golden Sun, also 40. Got some N64 here. Okay, looks like a lot of imports, which I don't really mess with the Japanese stuff. Ooh, and over here, is this a brand new, unopened? Interesting. That might actually do really well on Amazon. Let's see. This is the Amazon seller app here. I'm using to check prices. The fact that it's new is the only thing that kind of gives me hope. Okay, $28 it looks like after fees on Amazon, and they've got 20. Even if we don't end up getting too much of a discount, like an $8 profit on that is just fine for me. Over here, been selling a ton of Amiibos recently, so this is definitely... Did you have like general pricing on the Amiibos, did you know?
My buddy, those are my buddies, and so he
Okay.
hands it down. I think he's got 15 on him.
Okay, let me ask, what about Sheik?
He's got 20.
Okay, I think I will do that. What about Rider Link?
25.
Okay. All right, folks, I'm pushing pause on that booth for now because I want to make sure that I have time to get to any other video game booths before I finish. I didn't even pay for my stuff. I just had Doug, the owner of the booth, put it behind the table and hold it for me because once I've seen all the other booths here, I think I'm just gonna go back there and spend the rest of the time buying his stuff because there's so much good stuff in there. Oh, people, look at this wall of Nintendo plush here. That is crazy. The reason, by the way, that I may seem a bit more frantic right now is that this is the last day of this convention. It's my first day here, and the vendor floor actually closes in less than 2 hours, so I'm trying to get everything done before this place closes. All right, folks, target acquired. Looks like we have found a video game booth here. Ooh, look at that. Another brand new Wii U controller. What are the odds? Looks like this one's made by Hori, so I'm not sure if this will be on Amazon or not. Okay, they've got 35. Looks like I'd be at 30 after fees, so we'll pass on that. Oh, but check this out. Rows and rows of Saturn and Sega CD. Oh, we've got, looks like a couple Wii games here. Web of Shadows, some higher dollar Wii U stuff. Oh wow, Tank sealed. Rainbow Curse sealed. Interesting. That seems like a decent price for that. 88 after fees. Yeah, that's worth seeing if they negotiate. Donkey Kong Country, 44 after fees, so pretty close. Oh no, no price on that. You guys doing any like day 3 deals or anything like that? It's tougher. Yeah. I get it. Ooh, this is a really solid one though, folks, on Amazon. Sealed Rayman Origins, they've got 30, looks like 58 after fees, so we'll put this one on the pile. Uh-oh, folks, we've got more Amiibo stuff over here. These Mario ones were recently re-released and unfortunately lost a good bit of value, so I'll be passing on those. Ganondorf, for some reason, Amazon's always finicky and it kicks me off this listing. This Link though is, maybe there's some potential there. Okay, 43 bucks new, so we'll pass on that. A lot of Amiibos actually have been going down in value. All right, so folks, only ended up coming away with 2 games from that booth, but at $30 and $10 profit a piece, that puts us up to like 54 or so expected profit on the day, which honestly is pretty encouraging. Oh, folks, I have just spied another video game booth. I keep thinking about that one that we left behind, though. I definitely need to make sure that I'm saving enough time to go back there and hopefully do a pretty decent bulk deal with him. Okay, got a good number of Super Nintendo here, mostly sports stuff.
Hey everyone, Editor Riff here, just jumping in to give you a little motivation while Caleb's microphone isn't really working that good, so he told me I could jump in. I just wanted to tell you, if you're ever having a bad day, or feeling less than, or down on yourself, just remember, it's a good day because you're not Caleb.
It's a normal thing for a grown man to like sleeping Pokemon plushes, right?
I'm Chris Hansen. No, you're not.
Because I definitely already have 2 of those, and I kind of want another one. It was $60. By the way, speaking of emotionally stunted childish behavior, I am rocking the Scrooge McDuck shirt today. He is my, he's definitely my spirit animal. He's gonna be the one who's helping me not lose money on my admission price of the tickets today. Folks, like a moth to a flame, we found another one. Definitely have to be discerning here at a convention like this, which by the way is not a video game convention, it's actually a Comic-Con. You're more likely to see a higher variation in pricing. Twisted Metal, Mousecapade. Like this is a good example, 45 bucks. I'm pretty sure this is normally like 20 even complete, although granted this one is in really nice condition. UFC, Metal Gear. Ooh, Harry Potter's interesting. Some of these ones sell weirdly well for me, I don't know why. Okay, looks like that's not one of them. 16 after fees, we'll put you back. All right, so folks, folks, I'm about ready to head back to Doug's booth right now and see what kind of a deal we can work up. The last couple booths, prices really weren't great, and I'm not seeing any other video game specific booths around here. A lot of art booths, which is awesome to see. This is a bit of a high stakes scenario though, because if I don't get at least 80 bucks worth of expected profit to get my admission price back, I won't have proven that opportunity is everywhere. And a lot of people don't realize that on YouTube, if you lie and they catch you, your channel instantly deleted. I have returned to the promised land. So folks, the one other thing that I'm looking for here besides just profitable games is a couple of preferably underpriced Switch games to contribute to our trade shelf to hopefully one day be able to trade for one of our Switch grails. And it looks like he does have a pretty solid Switch selection over here, which as soon as it's clear, we'll go ahead and take a look at. It's kind of crazy the number of high dollar items that are at this book here. Look at this, Brolancer Deluxe, Steamboat Chronicles, dang. The unfortunate thing is there are a lot of imports here, which I mentioned earlier. Not really my thing. Ooh, Fortune Street could be good. Stuff like this is definitely my bread and butter. It does well on Amazon, so I'm probably gonna put this in the pile just because Doug did say that he is open to negotiating, which of course is music to my Scroogey ears. Also found Conception 2, which is sealed at 35 bucks. Looks like we're looking at an expected 51 after fees on Amazon, which is great. Plus, if he gives us any discount, that's an awesome deal. And this 3DS section, folks, 35 bucks on Yokai Watch 2 Bony Spirit. Ooh, it does have the little chip in there. And we're looking at 50 after fees for used on Amazon. Great. $19 profit on Shin Megami. Looks like 14 on Dragon Ball Fusions. Folks, with the 3DS eShop closing, I'm finding a lot of solid deals on these kinds of games, especially if they haven't been priced in a while, because a decent number of the prices has been going up. Got some more for my stack here. All right. Thanks a bunch. Ooh, we got a little mini Switch selection over here. I'm definitely going to take a look and see if I can find the most underpriced game of these. For those of you who don't know, I've currently got 5 items left on my grail list of Nintendo Switch related items, and I'm saving up slowly but surely every single video, 1 or 2 items per video, to put on the trade shelf, basically as like a video game savings account that eventually we'll take to a convention and hopefully be able to get our grails that way. This one, at least based on Amazon, does seem a little bit underpriced. Oh no, it's not sealed, so 150 is about right for that. Holy cow, speaking of grails, check out this sealed bad boy, Yokai Watch 3 for $280. And this one too, $250 on White Dog Squad, wow. Okay, so here's a minor contender, not a super expensive game, but at 30, looks like sealed it normally goes for 37, so that would be a solid deal maybe for the trade show. Monster Boy looks like is not sealed. At 60, we'll pass on that. Call of Duty, the best game to get you hardened. So folks, after going through all of the Switch stuff, I found 2 slightly underpriced sealed games, Will and Pio4. And if we can get a little bit of a discount on the lot as well, these will be great trade shelf candidates. Great game right here. This was my car trip go-to for a while. 61, that's really climbed in price, dang. Actually, that may be worth it. I feel like this was like $40 yesterday. And folks, they actually just made the call on the announcement speaker. I've got 15 minutes to wrap this up and get the heck out of there. And when we get back, we can assess the damage, see how much I spent, and whether or not we met the goal. All right, so folks, I just got all our spoils of the day laid out on the green couch here, but before we get into those numbers, I've got another big update for you guys. Check this out. Oh, Midget Switch. I'm seriously so excited for this series, you guys. Folks, I've got to say, for a last-minute convention, this day was a huge success. Not only did we get a couple of brand new games for the Switch trade shelf, which I'm hoping to be able to use in the next couple videos here, but Doug ended up totally hooking us up. I spent a total of like $750 at this convention, and I'm hoping to make about $250 in profit when everything sells. And the craziest thing is, that's nothing compared to the over $2,000 I spent one time at a video game convention on a beach. If you guys want to see that video, I will link it right down here. And in the meantime, I'll catch you guys on the flip.